Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hill now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hill's throw complete there to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Murray. And he'll find Hall. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Murray. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Murray now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes, right side, past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Murray's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Murray flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Hill. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On second down, McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, it's Hawkins. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. And they'll run here with Carter. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down at 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. It's Hill. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Hill. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Get it down to the 7. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. His kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On first down, Hill. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Off of play action, Hill. That caught by Tremble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Hill. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Murray to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Murray, one final try. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.